meeting of Monday, January 8th, 2018. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Present.
Yep.
Here.
Here, thank you. Let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You have in your packets this evening a copy or draft of the minutes from our previous meeting held on December 11th, 2017. Do you have any questions, comments, suggestions? If not, I would seek a motion to approve those
Second.
minutes. Bring a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Reed?
Yes.
Commissioner Milovich?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yep.
Commissioner Pavlidis?
Yes, thank you. Consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine or have been brought forward at the direction of the Board of Commissioners and will be reenacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Item A, to approve renewal of the law enforcement agency information agreement between LexisNexis and the Village of Palos Park Police Department to include no fee to the Village of Palos Park for the services. Item B, to approve payment to Patsy Bus Service for 199 rides provided to Palos Park residents in the amount of $1,142.26. Item C, to acknowledge the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau as our Convention and Visitors Bureau of record for the marketing and promotion of the tourism industry. Item D, to ratify payment of invoices on the warrant list dated December 25th, 2017, in the amount of $81,255.12. Item E, to approve payment of invoices on the warrant list dated January 8th, 2018, in the amount of $679,129.83. Item F, to approve the supplemental warrant list dated January 8th, 2018, for manual checks, payroll, and recurring wire transfers in the amount of $420,322.84. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second, will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Milovich? Commissioner Reed?
Yes.
Commissioner Milovich Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yep.
Commissioner Pavlidis?
Yes.
Mayor Maloney?
Yes, thank you. Any items of old business to be brought before the council? Information updates, Public Works and Streets, Recreation Report. Commissioner Milovich Walters, welcome back.
Thank you, Mayor Mahoney. Good to be back and Happy New Year. I just have one item on the agenda. It's regarding the discharge piping at the 120th Street Sanitary Lift Station. By way of background, on December 17th of 2017, last year, Public Works had to investigate a pump problem at 120th Street, Street Sanitary Sewer Lift Station. One of the pumps had debris caught in the impeller, and once the debris was removed, the pump was operable. However, once in the station, the contractor noticed that the discharge piping for one of the pumps was rotted out. Attached is a proposal from Aries Incorporated to replace the damaged discharge piping. They will have to work inside the wet well, excavate outside the wet well, cut out part of the wet well wall, remove the discharge piping, and then replace the pipe using PVC Schedule 80 pipe, which will not be affected by corrosion. The cost for this work is $5,361. They will also replace the discharge piping for the other pump while the site is open at the cost of $919. The total cost for this work would be $6,280, which comes out of the sewer budget under lift station maintenance. So I think it's great that we're going to replace the other one, preventative maintenance, by using the PVC, so we'll prevent the corrosion and the need for immediate replacement in the future. I'm glad they were able to detect this at that time, that the impeller was clogged, because we get that kind of problem all the time, so I'm glad we didn't need a new one of those. But does anybody have any questions about this? Now, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the proposal from Aries Incorporated to replace the discharge piping at the 120th Street Sanitary Sewer Lift Station in the amount of $6,280.
Second. Hearing a motion and a second, would the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Milovich Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Reed?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Mayor Longfellow?
Yes.
And that concludes my report. I don't have anything from Recreation because it's been quiet with the holiday and everything. I know, everyone's shocked. I don't have a word about fun that's coming up. But we will have plenty of fun coming up, I promise.
Excellent. Commissioner Reed, the building report.
Thank you, Mayor Mahoney, and a belated Happy New Year to all. Building Department recap for the year of 2017. 356 building permits were issued throughout the calendar year, totaling 196,087, 100,096,087.61 in permit fees. By working with the village, obtaining a permit, and having inspections, you are ensuring that your home is safe from any potential building-related problems. 675 inspections, including building, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, were completed during the calendar year 2017. Homeowners can be assured that inspections made are to verify that all work is done properly. There were 13 certificates of occupancy issued, 5 interior home remodels, 2 home additions, and 1 new commercial business. In addition to processing building permits, the Building Department also staffs the Plan Commission, the Zoning Board of Appeals, and the Historic Preservation Committee. During the 2017 calendar year, the Plan Commission met 4 times, hearing 4 different cases. The Zoning Board of Appeals met 3 times, hearing 4 different cases. And the Historic Preservation Committee met 1 to hear 1 case. The Building Department thanks all of the commission members for their dedication, time, and hard work. From December 6th through 29 of 2017, the Building Department processed 16 permits, resulting in $7,155.46 of permit fees. 37 inspections were completed during the aforementioned period, and no exaction fees were received. Madam Director, have I missed anything?
You have not missed anything, thank you.
Thank you. In that event, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Polk, the public safety report.
Thank you, Mayor. The total police activity in 2017, 31,007 calls for service, so 31,007. Wrote 1,081 adjudication citations and an additional 542 traffic citations, 1,239 warnings, 876 verbal warnings, 478 additional case reports, arrested 145 adults, unfortunately 3 juveniles last year, impounded 59 vehicles, performed 352 senior checks, an additional 699 citizen assists, and 224 additional community contact hours. So that's what the Palos Park Police Department's been up to for the last year. Then a couple of quick pieces of information. The first is that the Palos Park Police Department's been working with the White House Police Data Initiative since the summer of 2016. The objective of this initiative is to make police data publicly available in order to continue with transparency as well as increasing community trust. So we welcome the opportunity to partner with the Police Data Initiative, and we will continue to do so. We are one of about 12 different agencies that were among the first to accept this challenge and commit to releasing these open crime data. Interestingly enough, none of the others are in Illinois. And then it's that time of the 3 years again. Every 3 years, all the Palos Park Police Department policies and procedures that serve as our governing organizational system are reviewed and updated to ensure that we still have clear guidelines, policy, discussion, as well as implementation and direction. So the process involves a review of existing policies as a tool to look for either ambiguity or impractical language, as well as to seek specific recommendations in order to strengthen policies. So we're in the process of our triennial policy review, and if anyone has any suggestions, recommendations, requests, objections, be more than happy to talk to you about that, either dpolk@palespark.org, or you can give myself or the chief a call, and we'll be happy to sit down with you and listen to any issues or suggestions that you might have. So, Chief, anything else you'd care to add?
Nothing, Commissioner.
Thanks for your service this past year, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Commissioner Pavanis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have no official report this evening and no announcements to make. So I just wish everybody a happy new year.
Thank you, sir. I have no report. Clerk Aragoni.
Yes, I have a summary of the village clerk's office for 2017. We hosted the Municipal Clerks Association of the South and Southwest Suburbs May 2017 dinner, and we'll do so again for June 2018. We continue to prepare and record releases of liens as special assessments get paid off. The State of Illinois Mobile Drivers Facility was at the Village Hall May 23rd, 2017, and will be back May 18, 2018. We filed the fiscal year 2017 budget ordinance with Cook County Clerk's Office, and the 2017 tax levy was filed on December 13th, and we also responded to 114 FOIA requests, tops of it. That's what the clerk's office was up to in 2017. And I just want to mention, we did have Senior Club today, and we had a representative from Plows come in. It's really good to have because so many people are not aware of all the services that they provide. So it was kind of enlightening, and they do have seminars. I think a lot of people are going to start attending them. So I was really glad I had her. And then we had a woman come in who is a professional organizer.
Whoa.
Yes. And she talked on clutter. And it was really...
Did she show pictures of our house?
Well, no. But I mean, you could kind of, everyone was kind of shaking their heads. At one point she said, like, you have 2 people in a house. How many coffee mugs do you have? About 40?
156.
There you go. So I mean, she went room by room and decided how you can unclutter, you know, the boxes you passed up for the last 5 years and all. So it was really kind of neat, and I think everybody got some really helpful hints. And so it was a nice day.
Cool.
Everybody was glad to be out. And that concludes my report.
Thank you kindly. Manager Boehm, you have a few items this evening.
I've got 3 to be exact. Thank you. Our first one is regarding our 2018 IRMA contributions. That's the Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency. This year, they've calculated our contribution as $72,141. This is a $10,221 decrease from last year's contributions and nearly a $20,000 decrease from our 2016 contribution. I think what this says is that the village, its elected officials and its staff take risk management very seriously. We have a very good record. We don't have a lot of claims, and we are rewarded each year with that. The village does have also a surplus credit available in our IRMA account of $55,206. This is relatively consistent with the last few years. It was a goal of this board to bring up our surplus monies so that we can use it to offset our annual contributions, which we have done for the last 3 years. For 2018, staff is recommending the council use $42,141 of our reserve amount so that we have an out-of-pocket contribution of $30,000. This will leave us well over $100,000 left in our account to pay for any deductibles should we need them. We are also not budgeting or don't need to budget any deductibles in our upcoming fiscal year 19 budget. So this is a savings all around. So I would recommend that the Village Council approve the IRMA 2018 annual contribution of $72,141, surplus credit of $42,141 be used to offset the payment of $30,000.
Any questions? Irma's obviously managing the risk as well, but kudos to everyone, and that is an everyone activity. That's from our police force to our public works, all the folks focusing on risk management and following procedures. That's what it takes to have this kind of experience on a regular basis. So lots of risk involved in running a public safety organization and a public works organization, and in general with a municipal government. So kudos to everyone. With that, I would seek a motion to approve the 2018 Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency IRMA annual contribution of $72,141 and a surplus credit of $42,141 to be used as an offset, resulting in a payment of $30,000.
So moved.
Second.
Hearing a motion in a second, will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Reed?
Yes.
Commissioner Milovich Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Pavladis?
Yes.
Mayor Mooney?
Yes.
Thank you. Second item is to approve professional services agreement with HR Green for plan review and inspection services for the building department. Way of background, on November 27th of last year, the Village Council authorized staff to negotiate an agreement with HR Green for the building plan review and inspection services. This was a result of our going out for a request for qualifications that was approved by the council at its June 12th, 2017 meeting. A resolution has been prepared for this agreement. The agreement has been reviewed by staff and by Village Council and is before you for your consideration.
Anyone have any questions about this item, the ordinance, or the agreement, the professional services agreement?
No, I'll make a motion then. To approve the resolution authorizing a representative to sign the professional services agreement with HR Green Incorporated relative to building plan review and inspection services.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Milovich Walters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Commissioner Pavladis?
Yes.
Mayor Mooney?
Yes, thank you.
And the final item I have for your consideration is to approve the Smithfield Farmland Sales Corporation in-kind donation sponsorship agreement for the Autumn in the Park 2018 festival with a maximum retail value of $1,000. This document you have before you, and in fact there's a new one on the dais in front of everyone's place, has been reviewed by both our council and by the IRMA attorneys regarding the insurance and indemnification. The language that we had submitted to them was accepted in full, and so this agreement is before you for your approval or consideration for approval. What this does is basically allows us to receive Smithfield ribs for our rib competition, or the barbecue portion of the competition, at Autumn in the Park Festival and on September 15th of 2018.
It's very exciting. I'm so glad that you applied for this. Great job, Rick. That'd be great to offset it that way and have some ribs for everyone to cook up. So I'd like to make the motion to approve the Smoking with Smithfield terms and conditions of sponsorship in-kind donation agreement.
And I would second that with the caveat that they've got to have some beef ribs. I take out the caveat, I say.
Thank you, sir. I'll work it out for you, man.
Here we go. Let's get
Hearing A motion and a second. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Milovich Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Reed?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Absolutely.
Commissioner Gattelis?
Yes.
Mayor Mahoney?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I had.
Thank you. Announcements. ZBA will not meet on Wednesday, January 10th, as there are no agenda items. Police Pension Board will hold their quarterly meeting on Monday, January 15th at 7 PM in the Capture Administrative Center. Historic Preservation will not meet on January 16th as there are no agenda items. Recreation Advisory Commission will meet on January 16th at 10 a.m. in the Recreation Center. Library Board will meet on Wednesday, January 17th at 7 PM in the library. Finally, Plan Commission will not meet on January 18th as there are no agenda items. Citizens and Visitors Comment Period. Anyone from the audience like to address the council at this time? Hearing no such requests, I would seek a motion to adjourn this time.
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all,
Stay safe,
and
team.
good evening. And Happy New Year again.